Monsoon's jolt Assam caused damages across state. Prime Minister Narendra Modi talks to Assam Chief Minister, assures all possible help. Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad Sangma says state COVID scenario is very serious, may turn for the worse in mid-May. Assam Chief Minister Sarbananda Sonowal reviews COVID situation, asks Deputy Commissioners to set up control rooms. Nagaland decides to impose 2-week lockdown, guidelines and details to be issued tomorrow. And in IPL cricket, Chennai Super Kings to take on Sunrisers Hyderabad in Delhi in a short while from now. A very good evening, viewers. Welcome to the Northeast News Bulletin from the studios of DDK Guwahati. This is Sangeeta Bhattacharjee. Now the stories in detail. In news from Northeast first, in Assam, several houses and buildings were damaged as the state suffered strong tremors of magnitude 6.7 this morning. The epicenter of the earthquake was in Sonitpur district and was followed by 2 aftershocks of 4 and 3.1 magnitude respectively. The quake occurred at 7.51 a.m. at a depth of 17 km according to the National Center for Seismology. Tremors were felt in the entire northeast region, including neighboring Arunachal Pradesh and Meghalaya. Prime Minister Narendra Modi took to Twitter to say that he spoke to Assam Chief Minister Sarbananda Sonowal and had assured all help from the centre. Union Home Minister Amit Shah and Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman also spoke to Chief Minister Sonowal to assure that the central government stands firmly with Assam. Later, Sonowal told the media that Prime Minister Modi has promised all possible help to the state government.
Prime Minister of India Narendra Modi ji, Honorable Home Minister of India Amit Shah ji, they have expressed their concern about the earthquake in the morning in the state of Assam, and they have also wanted to know the details about the damage. In this aspect, I have given them the present situation of the state of Assam, and at the same time they have also assured us full support in this hour of crisis.
Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad Sangma has termed the COVID-19 situation in the state very serious and urged the citizens to strictly adhere to health protocols. As COVID-19 cases keep on mounting, Sangma said the situation will turn for the worse if health protocols are not strictly followed. The statement came from Sangma after the government reviewed the COVID situation in the state at a meeting in Shillong on Monday night. As approximately 65% of the returnees are testing positive for COVID-19, Sangma said the Meghalaya government has decided to ask the returnees to quarantine themselves for 7 days, even if RT-PCR tests show negative results. He said that if the current trend of positive cases continues, the situation may become extremely difficult by mid-May.
The positivity rate in the state also is one of the highest that we have seen in the past these past 18 months. We are seeing close to 65% of returnees testing positive. That's a very large and alarming number. Irrespective of whether they test positive or negative in the RT-PCR, we are giving a strong advisory to them and their family members that they should isolate themselves for 7 days, because we are seeing that these returnees have a potential to spread the virus. We want to avoid lockdown, but at the same time, to contain the situation, we need to put more and more restrictions in the...
In Assam, amid rising trends of COVID-19 positive cases in the state, Chief Minister Sarbananda Sonowal urged upon the Deputy Commissioners to take proactive steps in their respective districts to slow down the spread of infections. Taking stock of the COVID-19 situation of the lower Assam districts of Goalpara, Dhubri, South Salmara, Bongaigaon, Kokrajhar and Chirang in Goalpara at a meeting at Assam Administrative Staff College, Khanapara, Guwahati, Chief Minister Sonowal asked the DCs to take new steps to contain the surging cases of the pandemic. During review meeting, Sonowal asked the DCs to streamline the oxygen supply and its storage facilities in their districts. He asked the DCs to set up control rooms with dedicated numbers in each district. He said the control rooms should be in operation on 24/7 basis. Director General of Police Bhaskar Jyoti Mahanta also attended the meeting.
In the railway, oil companies, Oil India, ONGC, IOC, NRL, Airport Authority of India, Indian Railways. So this is a meeting through which we want to work together to combat this COVID situation, to protect the people of Assam from this virus. So that is why whatever health facility we have available in the respective organization. So now our health department, government of Assam, they have been working day and night to tackle this situation, to provide best possible medical support to the affected people. So now in this journey, those other like organization is also coming forward to join hand with us.
Nagaland government will impose a 2-week lockdown-like restriction from the 30th of this month to the 14th of May in view of the surge in COVID cases and to break the chain of transmission. The decision was taken during a cabinet meeting on Tuesday. New consolidated guidelines will be issued tomorrow. State spokesperson and advisor M. Kikon said all schools, colleges, hostels and vocational training institutes will remain closed. However, online classes are permitted to continue. Besides, cinema halls, theatres, sports complex and other similar places will also be closed. Social gatherings, political, religious places will be allowed outside the containment zones with 30% capacity with strict adherence to all the protocols. Movements of goods will be allowed after proper medical screening. Amid reports of an acute shortage of medical oxygen being faced by hospitals in the national capital and a few other states during the second COVID-19 wave, Arunachal Pradesh Chief Minister Pema Khandu on Tuesday stated that the state will not face shortage of oxygen supplies needed for COVID-19 patients. 8 oxygen generating plants have been installed at different locations in the state so far and 11 more are in the pipeline, the Chief Minister said, adding that the state is fully prepared to tackle the current pandemic situation. Khandu said this during a virtual meeting he held with the state BJP members to review the COVID-19 situation in Arunachal Pradesh and its level of preparedness. The country today registered the grim record of the highest number of fresh cases and deaths due to coronavirus. The record spike in cases have increased the active caseloads in several states and union territories. Union Health Ministry has informed that over 3,60,000 fresh cases have been reported in the country in the last 24 hours. This is the highest number of cases registered in a day since the outbreak of the COVID-19 pandemic. At present, there are over 29,70,000 active cases in the country, which comprise 16.55% of the total positive cases. With the rising number of fresh cases, the recovery rate has further declined to 82.33%. Over 3,293 deaths have been reported in the country within 24 hours, taking the toll to over 2 lakh across the country. This is the highest number of deaths, 17,021. The tally for the dead remained at 58. Assam is saddled with 19,923 active cases, while the cured cases logged 2,21,299. The dead accounted for 1,233. Reporting 1,032 active cases, Manipur recorded 29,317 cured cases, while the dead tallied at 393. Meghalaya reported 1,456 active cases and a caseload of 14,650 cured cases. The dead accounted for 165. With a caseload of 986 active cases, Mizoram logged 4,743 discharge cases, while the death toll remained at 13. Nagaland reported 874 active cases with 12,472 released cases. The death tallied at 99. Sikkim has a caseload of 982 active cases, 6,302 cured cases. The tally for the dead is 142. Lastly, in Tripura, active cases have touched 917, while discharge cases logged 33,549. The dead accounted for 396. The Union government has provided nearly 16 crore doses of COVID vaccines to states and union territories free of cost so far. Of this, the total consumption of doses, including wastage, is over 14 crore 89 lakhs. Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare has informed today that more than 1 crore doses of vaccines are still available with the states and union territories. The ministry has assured that more than 57 lakh vaccine doses will be provided to states and union territories within the next 3 days. Meanwhile, the registration process for COVID vaccination to all above 18 years got underway today. They will be vaccinated in the third phase of the vaccination drive starting from the 1st of next month. All those eligible can register on CoWIN portal, cowin.gov.in. In this phase, the vaccination will continue as before in central government vaccination centres free of cost to the eligible people. During this phase, manufacturers will supply 50% of their monthly released doses to the central government, and they will be free to supply the remaining 50% doses to states as well as in the open market. No walk-in facility will be available in this phase. All above 18 years will need to mandatory register online on the CoWIN platform. The registration will be done with the help of mobile number. People will have to fill up their details and upload one photo identity proof. On the other hand, Nagaland government has decided to provide free vaccination to everyone above 18 years of age. State spokesperson and advisor M. Kikon announced the decision taken by the state cabinet at a press meet at Kohima. He said there is no shortage of vaccination in the state. Besides, the state has minimal wastage of vaccine. On preparation to tackle the second wave of COVID-19 in the state, Kikon said the state is fully prepared to tackle the second wave, having the experience of the first wave with medical professionals and frontline workers. In Arunachal Pradesh, Major General Ananta Bhuya, Additional Director General, National Cadet Corps, NCC, Northeastern Region, visited Tawang on Monday to review the NCC activities in the districts of Tawang, West Kameng and East Kameng. He took the guard of honor by an all-girl contingent, senior wing cadets from Dorji Khandu College and Arunachal Pradesh Battalion. He emphasized the need for enrollment of motivated cadets in NCC in the region. In sports news, in IPL cricket, Chennai Super Kings will take on Sunrisers Hyderabad in Delhi today. The match will start in a short while from now. Earlier on Tuesday, Royal Challengers Bangalore registered a thrilling one-run win over Delhi Capitals as Mohammad Siraj defended 14 runs in the final over at the Narendra Modi Stadium in Ahmedabad. With this win, RCB has moved to the top spot in the IPL standings with 10 points from 6 games. On the other hand, Delhi Capitals is at the third spot with 8 points from 6 games. To end the news, the main points once again. Tremors jolt Assam, caused damages across state. Prime Minister Narendra Modi talks to Assam Chief Minister, assures all possible help. Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad Sangma says state COVID scenario is very serious, may turn for the worse in mid-May. Assam Chief Minister Sarbananda Sonowal reviews COVID situation, asks Deputy Commissioners to set up control rooms. Nagaland decides to impose 2-week lockdown, guidelines and details to be issued tomorrow. And in IPL cricket, Chennai Super Kings to take on Sunrisers Hyderabad in Delhi in a short while from now. Before taking leave, viewers are reminded to maintain physical distancing, regularly sanitize hands and frequently wash hands with soap. Remember to wear a mask properly and join the Mask Up India campaign by Doordarshan to defeat the pandemic. Musk Up India. That brings us to the end of this evening's bulletin. Thank you for tuning in. Namaskar.